Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my Azure hackathon and the $1 trillion question several times over. If I'm a DEI hire, how am I working? So, anyway, I'm going to show you guys a bit of my process today. We're going to use some Azure AI services. So, I have, whoa. All right, let's pay that no mind. It's a lot of screens. Yeah. So I have my repo here open. I'm going to open the tutorial. So I got to get this window right here, close that, and get our other Chrome tab. I prefer YouTube live streaming because I don't like to edit videos. So we're going to go fresh. There is a leaderboard for this hackathon, so I'm going to place on that today. All right, so this is basically saying follow what's on the screen. So we're going to head over to VS Code, which I already have open. And then we're going to clone the repo. Am I missing something here? Oh, I could have swore I just did that. I'm sorry. Okay. There we go. Oh, you guys are seeing all my files. All right. So wait until the files are installed to support the C# code. Expand the use. Okay, so we got instructions over here, which I guess I have to follow. Okay, so the whole point of this is not to get expertise, but to get familiar with provisioning AI services. That's good because I tried to use a key vault for a service and it kept on giving me errors, which is so confusing. So this will be good to have a step-by-step, which Microsoft does seem to love, a good step-by-step. I do want to learn Python, even though I did C in college. So this is saying here, Let's see. Open the folder, pick your language, and then we're going to use one resource. It's explaining what resources are. And that this is an AI one for language or vision. Um, I don't know if I get to choose, but I hope I can. In my app I'm doing, I would love to have vision, but I want the vision on my PHP backend. With feedback to the front end. Okay, so we're heading to the Azure portal. It's embarrassing. Okay, so we're heading to the portal. We got to sign into the subscription account and then choose a subscription. I wish this thing would not share my business so much because I don't even. I might have to just edit this stream or hope no one watches it. All right, so we gotta approve my sign in. I mean, the good news is I do have layers everywhere, but still. All right. Perfect. So what do they want me to do here? So I'm opening the portal. I'm going to the bar. I'm looking for Azure AI services. All right. There's two of them, but I think this is the one that they want. Oh, I'm looking for multi-service account. Let's see if I could work with two windows a little bit. All right, so we're gonna do multi-service account, and then okay, we're gonna make a resource. Oh, oops, well, that too. I don't take having good internet for granted, especially being here in Trinidad, because when I use data, which I sometimes do, being a bachelor, I oh okay, I don't have the free use like I do to stream and stuff. So yeah. All right. No resource group is provided, so I'm just gonna call mine student John AI. Oh, Should call it services, but whatever. Okay, so AI services, JP. Okay. Pricing tier standard. Already in use. Wow. Who would have thought of that? When I first got my first Azure certification 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago, 3.5 or so years ago, I remember. Can this thing stop? Thank you. I remember. I remember how hard it was. I remember reading, just looking at this interface and being so confused, wondering like, what am I looking at? So I'm glad that I'm not intimidated anymore. So we're to go to the resource right here and look for its keys and endpoints. I've already done all this. So we're looking for keys and endpoints. The good thing about streaming, I feel like I'm engaging with someone, so it makes it a bit sticky for me to work. Makes you want to do the work. Looking for keys and endpoint. Perfect. This contains the information that I'll need to connect to it. Oh, all right. An HTTP. I need to go to my routine. Skin is peeling. I'm on the Zoe regime. It's pretty good. Cleared my acne up in like a week. My forehead acne. The real test is if it works while I'm in Jamaica. So go to the resource, view its keys and endpoints. It contains information I'll need. Specifically, um, I'm so stuffy because I'm assuming it's the AC being on. Go to resource. Da 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 da. All right, let's focus. Connect to resource user from here. All right, so this is all just explaining what these things are. Authentication key, the endpoint over here where they can send the request. Perfect. So, and by this it means the request is like, hey, what's over here? Can you tell me what's in here? That's what that is. Um, the keys are like, am I in the right resource? Prove it to me. And then the location is where the resource is. So we're going to use a REST interface. I think REST is read, edit. Let's look up what REST means. Representational state transfer. This is not CRUD. I'm not. See, it's good to look up your abbreviations. Representational state transfer. So that implies to me it's holding data and transferring them in a way. It's transferring them over HTTP. Uses uniform resource identifier. So it's like consistent communication, like keys and endpoints. Beautiful. APIs that follow REST style are called REST APIs. So they communicate in the same way and they're stored in the same way. They're stored in the same way, not communicate. If they're communicating in motion, it's REST over HTTP. The format is REST. what they're used for is the fact that they're an API, and how they're transmitted is over HTTP. All right. Thank you, Gemini. So now, where are we? I'm spending time on this page. The Azure AI services APIs are REST-based, so you can consume them by submitting JSON requests over HTTP. I used to think JSON had to do with JavaScript. Let's see. It is. Okay, good. APIs I'm using are based on PHP for my application, so I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we'll figure it out, like we always do. Like I don't know how to convert. Well, I don't want to build it from scratch, but I could probably get some help. In this exercise, you can use the REST API. Steps below from the actions. All right, steps. Expand the following folder. C sharp. Let's go with C sharp. So I'm gonna have to bobble between these files. So the AI services endpoint got to go here. Am I taking the quotes off? No. And then the key, which key, 1 or 2? Ah. Huh. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm getting bored. All right, so note that the REST client folder contains this, which we just did. So quote in the main, no, profile. I think I'm bored because I just got lost. We did this. We did this. Now we're moving on to here. C sharp. We're gonna open the program file. Open the code file, review it. And let's see what it says, because I don't really know what that's saying. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, they made this 16. All right, so this is some code talking about how the endpoint is defined, how the key is defined. It's stored in here. AI service key. Do they want me to run this? find out. Open the file, review the code, retrieve the endpoint. Yeah, we just saw that. The program accepts user input, uses the get language function to call the text analytics detection. I didn't notice that. Yeah, okay. So it's getting that. So if in my app, I'll call this store it, and then we've got the response being sent to the API to the object. So it's sending everything over. Yeah, I'm getting bored. Okay, let's wrap this up. Right click on the REST client folder, select open. I think this lab is good at more the Azure stuff, not really the code teaching stuff or whatever that is. Right click on the REST client folder over here. Open and integrate the terminal. Um, right. So I should have installed that. Can I get the notification back? My God. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. Uh, guys, I don't know how to get that back. No new ones. Can I see the old ones, please? Yeah, so guess what? I'm gonna have to open this again because I need that. Um, I need that installation. Yeah, being sick. Sick, but yeah. Oh, let me go share. Um, that I'm vibe coding over on my Instagram. How do I share this? Oh, that's a lot of windows. You know how I feel about this thing. So the smart thing to do is this. That was not smart either. I'm giving all this time to user. What? I don't know the difference. I got the M1 chip. So why am I doing a survey? All this work is stressing the computer out. They call this thing vibe coding nowadays. I don't know what that's all about because they're using it to imply that you're not really working, you're just relying on like AI. But excuse me, weren't people doing tutorials to work like forever? The thing when these narratives start though, only they could stop them really, because they done started it. So um, if I'm a DEI hire, why am I working? Perfect. If I'm gonna go live, I should get some good lighting and stuff. Would this work now? Yeah, lesson learned. I'm not gonna do I need to do this again? I know one day someone will look on this screaming like, "You're doing it wrong. Do that thing." And I'm like, where is it looking for this? Running .NET command not found. .NET Core debugging will not be enabled. Okay, no installed was found. If it is, make sure it's found through the path environment variable. Restart the session or the computer. Well, it is installed. I'm assuming it's using the path environment variable. Let's see what that means. If you can't tell, I like to research. Oh yeah, it is using path, like file paths. So uh, I might have to do the restart, to be honest. Starting command .NET. Oh, good. So now it works, but you could not find a project to run. I hope my followers are not disappointed when I invite them over here and then I'm like, yeah, bye, I'm done. I just shared the stream to my Instagram. All right, so an issue was found. Run down network. Okay, so it's telling me for this to work, we got to do an update. My question is, you know, I might be running this on the wrong workloads are updated. Let's go again. Couldn't find a project to run. Ensure the project exists in user documents. Mm. So we're to be in the program CS file. We're supposed to look at main. Usually main is a file. Calling the main function retrieves the endpoint key, but it's referring to main as app settings here. Then, so that's tutorial. Yeah, so we ran .NET and nothing's happening. So it sounds to me, well, it happened up there, but it couldn't find a project. But why is it not detecting a project? Is this not considered a project? It says, when prompted, enter some text and review the language that's detected by the service. Um, hmm. I probably should have done the install in the parent folder. Oh, I did. I actually did. Doing this Should get me used to working in public in front of people. It's like an exam format. All right, so it says here review the language that's detected by the service. It's returned, but it's not running. Oh, look at that. I think I have to go into. I forgot I could. Oh crap! I just clicked the wrong button. Okay, good. I forgot that I could just navigate to the file I want. This whole time I'm stop doing that. Stop, stop, stop. All right, so what we're doing is we're copying the file path to the program CS file, and then we're going to clear the extra stuff we don't need. And then, good. CD means you're just jumping to the file. My brain was like, hey, remember, that's what we're doing here. Rest client. I've been doing CD a lot lately with my own app. And then CD program.cs. Probably won't open right. I think from here I could just do the run command. Perfect. This is the stuff they don't tell you in the tutorials, guys. I will be on that leaderboard. All right, so the running is happening. It says here, frameworks are found. Um, am I to read this? Yeah, let's try this again. So let's clear the output and um, let's do that again. Oh crap! I'm not running program CS. But how do I run program CS? All right, maybe I should read. So it says here that in this file is a warning. The framework I'm using is auto support. I will not get updates from security in the future. Okay, an update has nothing to do with what we're doing. Then it says here target framework is auto support. Same thing. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I must install or update .NET, but I just installed .NET, and it told me that it worked. Unless I didn't read again. Yeah, it says right here the following frameworks were found. I'm starting to think we have to restart this computer, guys. To install the missing framework. Let's see where it's sending me, and if it's sending me back to that website we just came from, I did not do an install to the right location, and it's not picking it up. I might have to do the install. Yeah, it's the same thing. So let's do this again. Um, we're gonna install to. Oh, okay. We're gonna blow up my computer up, and we're gonna install to um, the location where we're actually executing the code. I don't know, man. This feels kind of weird. Yeah, and the thing is, I can't. I can't change a file path, so I don't want to install this twice. It's speaking. No, it's not speaking. We're gonna do a restart. If you're watching the stream, I could do a part two. So I think if you click the link, you should get. I don't know. I think if you click the link and I stop this, you'll be able to watch on the top. So we have to restart to make sure that the .NET installation is being detected by my computer. And why I know this should work is when I try to install Ruby on this computer with Homebrew, it wasn't being picked up on the M1 MacBook without a restart. So we're going to restart and pray to God that works. It should not be that complicated, but this is technology. So later, oh, everything is hot and slow right now. The computer could do with a restart. Oh, it's still not closing anything. Oh my God.